Hello YouTubers, welcome back to GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair, where my job is to save you money. This afternoon I'm gonna bring you in the video and show you how to remove and replace your power brake booster. This is a 2000 Lexus RX 300. Okay, it's a 6-cylinder automatic. I believe it's a front wheel drive only, but I'm not quite sure on that part, but everything else is pretty much straightforward. 6-cylinder automatic, air conditioning. Anyhow, the customer complaint is the brake pedal is too hard. Okay, and when I started the vehicle trying to move it, yes indeed, I have to press the pedal and it feels too hard and the car keys keep moving. Okay, it's nothing to do just yet with the master cylinder. Okay, the master cylinder, if it was failing, more likely the pedal will go to the ground, to the floor. It's not happening, it's holding. The only thing, the pedal is too hard, and I can hear a little air inside the vehicle in the pedal area. So what we need to do to access that brake booster, we have to remove the air cleaner box housing. We're gonna remove the master cylinder, and we're gonna go dive all the way down the back to reach this. So what we're gonna do first, we're going to disconnect the battery. Okay, number one. The reason I'm gonna do that today is because, especially if you guys doing it at home, we're gonna go underneath the brake pedal, and I know everything should be okay. However, I don't want to touch anything with the steering column and might accidentally deploy your airbag. More likely it won't happen, but you know what, it doesn't cost anything. It's done, so just take the time. The next thing that we're gonna do here, we need to remove the airbox breather. Okay, a couple things. Remove those two. They press here the tab for the mass airflow sensor, or the airflow meter, some people call it that. We're gonna use a 10mm or socket or wrench. I'm gonna lift it and gonna twist here like this. Now be careful here, because on Toyota products or Lexus, here we're gonna have the purge valve. Okay, so we need to disconnect it. And again, I guess I'm gonna need 2 hands and a flathead screwdriver. Give me a second. I'm gonna disconnect it here. So always be careful, because this, like I said, is a 2000, the year 2000, so things are brittle for the heat inside the engine compartment. Hopefully you guys can see right now. Like that. Now there we go. Now we need to press here. We should be able to remove it. Done. This, press the tab here. Same thing, press the tab here. I'm gonna remove the air filter. It's no bad. So now here we have 3 10mm bolts. So we're gonna use our tool to remove it. One, two, and 3. Do this. So push this. Okay, gonna move the camera. Hopefully nobody gets sick because I'm moving the camera quite a bit. Okay. This. Now we getting more room here. Okay. Still, what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove this part. Now, always when you remove the tube, the intake breather tube, be careful because this one it's okay. It's not too rigid. So I mean, if you hardly move, it's because the plastic gets too hardened for the heat and the age of it. So same thing, we're gonna use our 10 millimeter to break loose those hose clamps here from the intake. Yep. I'm gonna remove this right here, twist, and done. Look at that. Now we have a lot more room. Couple things here. Always on this vehicle, on most vehicles, when you have a power brake booster that it works with vacuum operated, look at the condition of the hose. Make sure the hose doesn't have any cracks or anything like that. If you had a crack, usually you can hear, for the most part, air like psh, the RPM should go higher because now we have a vacuum leak. In this case, it's now happening. So not much we can do on that part. So definitely it's going to be more on the booster area. Now the next thing, a couple things that it can damage the brake booster. A couple things. Number one, age. Eventually inside the diaphragm is going to go bad because the age of the vehicle. Things fail. Okay. Number two, if the master cylinder is starting to leak fluid, and that fluid, a lot of time you're going to see it leaking outside the brake booster. Okay, that's a telltale that your master cylinder, the rear seal is bad, so it's leaking. The other thing that you can experience, the brake pedal, when you come to a stoplight, it's starting to sink a little. Or sometimes it just take a while and goes all the way to the floor and the car starts moving. So that means the internal leakage on the master cylinder, and that is a master cylinder problem. Now, in occasions, you don't see any leak because it goes straight into the brake booster, the fluid. If that's the case, that fluid eventually is going to damage the diaphragm because it gets hot with the engine compartment heat. Okay, and in some extreme occasion, it can start pulling the brake fluid into the engine through the vacuum hose because it gets too much and it's starting to burn it, and you might see some smoke coming out. All right, anyhow, I hope that helps a little bit of education how that works. The next thing that we need some pliers to remove the hose and a 12 millimeter bolt so we can remove those two nuts over there. Let me go get all that stuff. So got the things that I need here. Okay, I'm gonna use this long. A little bit overkill, but you know what? Why not? Move it. Now I'm gonna put it here. Grab this ones. I'm gonna grab, squeeze, side to side. This one, thankfully, it broke loose easy. Now we're gonna push down. And this down. Okay, so far everything seems to be okay at this moment. Now we're going to use a 12 millimeter. And I'm going to remove all the stuff from here. Using a swivel 12 millimeter extension. That's 1, 2, perfect. And we just need to do that. Now you can see that the master cylinder is starting to move. Okay, put the hand down so that way. Put this, put it here. Okay, my goal is to prevent from removing the brake lines. I don't want to remove it. I'll try to do that so that way air doesn't get in the system and I don't have to bleed it. However, a lot of times we have to do it. No way around it. So, okay, I'm gonna have to hold that. And so far here, I do not see anything like fluid leaking inside the brake booster, which is a very good sign. So that means we don't have to replace the master cylinder. Okay, remember that. If it was leaking, then we definitely need to replace it. Other way, the old brake boost master cylinder will damage the new one. Okay, so far we good. Now here we have this. Let's remove this thing here. That I'm going to disconnect it. I'm going to remove this part, 10 millimeter. It goes right there. So now we should be able to maybe not. Where is it? Okay, so you grab this, push towards the firewall or towards the back of the car and lift it, and this separate. Okay, perfect right now. We got this going on. All right, so now the next thing that we need to do is going to be go inside the vehicle and remove the 4 bolts and 1 clip, and that should be it for now. Okay, so let's go inside the vehicle. Okay, I'm gonna try to get you as much as I can here, but maybe I'm gonna have to stop the camera. Okay, so right there you're gonna see 1, 2, 3, and 4 bolts, and right here we're gonna have this spring. Okay, we'll remove it. You saw that. Here we have this lock, so you're gonna just push it and it's gonna come off. Here you're gonna have to press the pedal a little bit. Let's see if I can just keep the light in one place so you guys can see, and push the pedal back and forth so you can push the pin. Okay. To the side, and the pin came off. Okay, so here's where the lock goes, and this is loose. Now let's see if I can show everything. Again, I'm gonna use our trusty swivel. Okay, so take your be patient. This one. All the bolts, all the nuts, I mean, they're going to be the same size. Yeah, that's why I said, you know, I need a swivel. Yeah, we'll take to break it loose. Okay, that's not gonna work here. We're gonna need a short one there. Let's focus on what we can do. The top one. Oh, sorry about that. And one more here. Alright guys, so you get the idea here. Alright, so you get the idea. Now we can, now that it's loose, we can just go ahead and use our hand to remove the nut here, which is awesome. And we need one more only. Okay, we're gonna use a short 12mm socket here to break it loose. The last one here. So again, be patient. Find the spot there. There it is. I think we got it. We got it. There you go. Now you can see this should move forward. So let's take a flashlight and go back over here. Now, if we will reach, should be able to. Alright, so I just need to figure it out how I'm going to do this. Okay, I know how we're going to do this. I'm going to disconnect it here on the top. I think so. Let's see if we can. Well, I know we can, but let's try not to disturb anything, but it's alright. I'm gonna go here today. Is that? Okay. See if I can get you a better shot here. Now we're gonna remove the reservoir, and we're not gonna leak a little bit. We're gonna keep this hoses a little bit higher, much as we can, so we can prevent air to going right into the so we're gonna keep this here like this. We're gonna add a new fluid. Which this fluid seems to be a little too old now, because it should be clearer than this. Okay, let's see. Now, okay. Okay. 1, 2. Disconnect those to give us a little bit more room. Push this to the side and see if we can just pull this thing. Yeah, I need to clean my hands. Probably I'm gonna need to, yeah, I'm gonna need to remove this thing here, the master, to give me the room that I need to pull this forward more. I was trying not to, but hey, you know what? It's better get it done than spend, you know. There it is. Never mind. Perfect. All right, guys. This is how you guys remove power brake booster. Now, so you have to decide how much work you're gonna do. Disconnect those. Anyhow, I hope so far the video, you like the video, you learned something until this point. If you have, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, leave your comments down below, and I'm going to order the new part and I will resume the video.